Hey there everyone, it's Bob Martin, the RCSubGuy with the NautilusDryDocks.com, but today we're not talking subs. We've got a really cool surface boat I'm anxious to share with you. So some of you early history aficionados are going to recognize this as the USS Monitor, Union Ironclad, launched in 1862. Very well storied boat, and she had a lot of innovations packed into her hull that set her apart from many other ships of her age. The biggest one being the fact that this turret rotated 360 degrees, which means you really couldn't get in her baffle. She was going to get you no matter where you were. This particular boat was scratch built by what I presume to be a talented builder. I'm not sure of the background. I came to it from a friend in Florida, and I'm glad that I did. This is rendered in 1/72nd scale, which puts it at about 30 inches in overall length. When we got it, it was not functional. We installed all of the RC gear and set it up to make that revolutionary turret actually move. Let's take a look at it right now. This boat comes with an 8-channel radio link 2.4 gigahertz radio system, which is severe overkill because really there's only 3 channels being used in the boat. But certainly if you wanted to add additional features, you have the capability. To turn the model on, you just lift up this little compartment in the front, turn on the switch, and you're good to go. So we can check the main functions first here. We've got our throttle. And that's been scaled back significantly in order to give it some scale speed. It has a lot of room for more velocity if the new owner so desires. Of course, we've also got the rudder. Superb turning performance in this boat, as you'll see a little later on. And then, of course, the last and most important feature, the rotating turret. And you've got some variable speed. You can have it rotate slowly or a little bit more quickly, left and right. So you can pick your targets coming through. This was a real crowd pleaser when we brought it out to the lake last Saturday. The boat itself is pretty simple, but I want to share with you how you get access to it and what it looks like inside. So to gain access to the hull is a fairly straightforward procedure. You're just going to grab the turret, lift it straight off, and there you've got the swiveling servo in the back, and that's been modified for that full 360 degree movement. Now you'll notice we got a lot of little crewmen standing on here, and they're actually held in place by magnets, little micro magnets in their bases. So I'm going to pop them off. And now you'll notice that we've got some little cylinders sitting on top, and those are magnets as well. And when we got this was held down with 12 little flat-headed brass screws. It was driving us crazy, so we replaced them with magnets. So now to gain access, you simply pick up the magnets and you've got all of your fasteners removed. I'm going to grab that central hatch, pull it back. Now we've got access to the interior. Got our main rudder servo in the back, a 1500 milliamp hour lithium polymer battery pack, and this is a 2S lithium polymer battery pack. It's connected to our electronic speed controller, the servo for the turret, and then we've got our receiver. And as I mentioned, this is actually an 8-channel receiver, so there's lots of opportunity for additional features if you can find things to do with them. The battery just comes out just like this. It's a lithium polymer battery. It gets charged up as you would charge any lithium polymer battery. Highly recommend a full computerized lithium polymer battery charger. Don't just use these, cheap Chinese battery chargers out there. These can and will catch fire if you improperly charge them. The computerized charger, that is very, very rare. I like Tenergy chargers. You can get those on Amazon for like 50 bucks. So this just sits inside the hull right there. And then, like I said, the only other thing you really need to worry about is that on-off switch hiding underneath that little access hatch. Simple boat, simple operation, but a ton of fun to drive, and it gets a tremendous amount of attention at the lake, just because it is such a unique subject. So to close the boat back up again is just the reverse procedure of what we did earlier. You just find the appropriate polarity of the magnets for the little guys. They hold down the hatch. And then the really fun part, if you're up to it, you can just grab these magnets and drop them right onto the holes. They snap down. This is a ton of fun. Exactly where they need to go, and they hold down that hatch absolutely perfectly. That done, you just put the little brass thread right in top. You're set to go. Well, there you go, guys. One of the more unique boats that we've had through the dry docks. Not a submarine, and yet still an exceptionally cool watercraft. This boat is getting boxed up and ready to send off to the new owner. I hope you like what you see. If you do, please do like and subscribe. It helps us out at the dry docks here a lot. With that, we're gonna let you go. Have a great day, and we'll catch you next time.